welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just shooting a video that's basically going to talk about what ameloblastoma is and more about my surgery itself. So we'll just jump right in. Also, I apologise for my half done look. I did my makeup and then I really couldn't be bothered doing my hair after putting a treatment in it. So it's just gonna do its own thing today. It's cold and it's rainy in Melbourne and I just really can't be bothered. So first off, we'll start off with what ameloblastoma is. The way my surgeons have described it to me is that it is a benign tumour, meaning that it's not cancerous, so it's not going to kill me if I leave it, but if I do, it keeps growing. It's quite aggressive, so it will just get bigger and bigger. People that leave them that don't necessarily know that they have them, they end up having quite deformed faces that bulge out on the side. My tumour itself, it's quite small, it's about 3 centimetres. It's right here, just along my jawline, which really explains to me why I've had such bad jaw issues in the past couple of years. I do recommend to any of my friends or just anyone out there to get one of those 3D scans done, or 360 scans done when you go to the dentist. In Australia, they're Medicare rebated, they're not going to cost you a thing, but they will show up if you do have any tumours or anything like that. And I mean, if you're at the same age that I am, you're probably going to get them done anyway to see your wisdom teeth, which is how I found mine. So basically, it's a benign tumour. It'll keep growing if you don't remove it. It's quite long surgery to remove it and the recovery time is very long as well. But in the long run, it's definitely worth it. So I was originally going to get my surgery done here in Melbourne. I did have a surgeon here, but he did let me down a lot in terms of organisation, promising of dates that fell through. I just felt like he really messed me around. The way he wanted to do the surgery as well was massive. It was going to be a 12-hour procedure. I was going to have like 6 different surgeons tag teaming it. They wanted to take a bone from my leg to graft into my face, and I was going to have a 3D printed jaw as well. The recovery time on something like that is like a couple of years until it like looks normal, feels normal. When it even feels normal, I'd lose like a lot of feeling in my face. It was just going to be a massive surgery with a lot of risks. My grandpa actually hooked me up with a surgeon in Adelaide that he knew through church. So I flew over there, all my family's in Adelaide, so I flew over there for a week and I met with a couple of different surgeons there, which were a lot more promising than the surgeon here. Basically, they can do the surgery for me by just cutting around the tumour instead of cutting out my jawbone. So the doctor here wanted to like cut the segment like that and remove like the bone down here as well. My surgeon just wants to go in and slice around it, giving me that 1 centimetre radius to know that I'm safe, and just graft a little bit of bone from the top of my hip, like slice it off and put it in there and it should form back. This surgeon is also amazingly going to try and graft some nerves for me. So fingers crossed I won't lose so much feeling with this. The crappy thing about my tumour is where it's placed is I'll definitely be losing feeling to some parts of my face just because it is right where those nerves are. When I was first told that, I was really upset. My boyfriend can vouch for that, he's been incredible, but I did spend quite a number of weeks just crying and laying on the couch because I'm a singer. All I want to do is be a performer, and the thought of losing the feeling to my face is just terrifying to me. But these surgeons should hopefully be able to get that back. Of course, there's no guarantees going through with this, like I might never have feeling there again, but my singing teacher also made me more aware that unlike most people that would go through this, I do have that awareness of placement and about my face that most people don't, because I have been singing for so long. So hopefully I will get through this a lot quicker and a lot easier than most people do. I'll also be seeing a speech pathologist in Adelaide after my surgery because there's a lot of rehab to go through, especially with that loss of feeling. Like, I don't know if you guys know or if you've had your mouth numbed at the dentist before and you try and eat and your bottom lip feels like massive. That's going to be like a permanent situation for me. Should be quite entertaining. Probably gonna end up with food all over my face consistently, but oh well, better than having a bulging tumour in my face. So that's, yeah, so my surgery date is on the 22nd of this month. This coming Sunday, Sunday the 17th, I will be flying back to Adelaide for all my pre-op appointments and moving in at my parents' place just for a couple of months or however long it takes to get me into the position of moving back to Melbourne with my partner. So I'm uprooting my life a bit. I have quit my job just because I couldn't give them a definite date of coming back and I didn't want to mess them around anymore. So yeah, at the moment, just waiting for that surgery date, just kind of get my life in order, get things ready for the surgery, make sure I have enough pajamas, stocking up on that vegan protein powder and Vital Greens so that I will have some nutrients. Yeah, that's another crappy thing about the surgery, is because it is in my face, I'm going to be on a liquid diet for like a month, and then after that I will be allowed to have soft foods for about 6 months. Anyone that knows me knows how much I love food. Like, I studied patisserie, like food is my life. I love pizza, like most people. I just really love experimenting with cooking. So this is going to be like a massive struggle for me. So I've just been trying to eat like all the bad food that I love coming up to this surgery. So if anyone has some suggestions on amazing vegan food in Melbourne, hit me up. Or also in Adelaide. Like, I know like Cherry Darlings and things like that in Adelaide. But besides that, I don't really know a heap of vegan places there. So if anyone has any recommendations of food that I need to have before I can't eat anymore, let me know. But yeah, that's basically all I know about my surgery. Of course, I'll be working with a craniofacial surgeon and a plastic surgeon. The plastic surgeon will just make sure that I look the same as I do now after it. Of course, when they're removing bone, I want to be able to even it out so my jaw is symmetrical and not like weird and like deformed. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I don't know, I'm very self-conscious about how I look and I don't want to look weird anymore. But yeah, I'll do some updates before my surgery, going into my surgery and after my surgery. I'm gonna have a swollen face for a long time, so it'll look good on camera. But I think it is really important to document all of this. I'm terrified of this surgery. I thankfully have found a Facebook group for amelia-blastoma where it has people of all different age groups from all around the world talking about their experience with it and leading up to their surgeries, and that's the only real life experience you can find on it. So I would recommend, if you do have this condition, to search that on Facebook and get in the group. Everyone's so lovely and so supportive of each other. But you do have to remember that the surgery in Australia is completely different to how they do it, you know, in America or in third world countries. That made it sound like America's a third world country. It is not. They just do surgeries in a lot different ways than we do here in Australia. We are very advanced in the craniofacial section here in Australia, especially in Adelaide. They have like a massive craniofacial unit, which is sick. And I feel like it's a lot easier, the surgery here, than it is in America. Like, from what I've read, it's like terrifying over there. They're like, why are your jaws shut afterwards to make sure that you're not moving it in the wrong way? Thankfully, we don't do that here in Australia. I get to keep my mouth like open. Not that I can eat or do anything anyway, but yeah. So that's basically my update on the situation. I don't really think there's anything else to add to it. Of course, I'm anxious and I'm really scared of the surgery. I haven't had a lot of time to process it. My close friends and family already know that we've experienced a death in the family recently. My favorite person in the world, my grandpa, actually passed away about 3 weeks ago now. Thankfully, I was in Adelaide when it happened, and most of my family was as well, so it was really nice to have that time with him. But I've just spent the last 2 weeks or so or more. I don't even know how long I was in Adelaide for, just, you know, being there with my mum and my dad and just making sure that I could support them through this and just helping my family where I can. It's been a really tough time, so I haven't really had a chance to think about the surgery at all. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess. Yeah, so I'm glad the surgery has come at this time. It'll give my mum another project to work on me. I haven't lived at home since I was like 18, so it's going to be really weird for me. But yeah, I don't really know what else to add into this video. I'm working on the cover at the moment. This video is really uninteresting. I'm so sorry. It's really boring and depressing. This year just sucks. Like, it's a complete write-off. I'm so over it. I can't wait until next year. I'm spending my entire recovery time just planning a massive holiday. Like, I can't wait. I want to go all through Europe. I also want to go back to New York. I kind of want to make that a yearly thing. It's my favorite place in the world. So hopefully, well, that is what I'm going to do. So I'll hopefully book some flights and everything while I'm recovering, to cheer myself up a bit and have something to look forward to. I just can't wait for this year to be over. I can't wait for this surgery to be over and to recover and to hopefully have feeling back in my face. Like, yeah, I'm so done. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm working on another cover, on another couple of covers as I move back to Adelaide on Sunday. That doesn't give me many days to record things, but I'm going to try and record something like each day so I have something to throw out when I have the time to upload things. I do have internet when I'm in Adelaide. I'm going to bring my recording stuff with me. I'm going to film my whole recovery through this just so you guys, if anyone's watching that does have this condition, knows what to expect for themselves as well. Of course, every condition is different. Like, everyone's experience with this, it will always be slightly different because the tumours don't form in the same place. If anyone's wondering how these tumours are formed, basically what I was told is just leftover bone fragment. So say when your wisdom teeth are growing, or like this, it could have been there for like 10 years. They don't really know when it was formed, but basically it is just leftover bone fragment, and then something grows from there and it just keeps growing. And yeah, it's really bad if it's left untreated. So yeah, on the 22nd, they're gonna rip it out of me and I'll start my recovery process. And fingers crossed everything will stay the same and everything will go back to normal. If you do have any questions about my experience or literally anything at all, let me know. Leave some comments down below. I might do like a Q&A type thing coming up if anyone's interested at all. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to hear from me, any updates through the whole thing. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this wasn't too depressing or too boring for anyone. And I don't know what I'm saying here. Oh, my face hurts. Oh, I can't wait to not have this jaw pain anymore. Oh, it's terrible. Hopefully it fixes it anyway. But yeah, awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!